All right, Seminole fans, here we are. The Palace of Northeast Arkansas, Seminole Arena, for tonight's game between your Osceola Seminoles and the Rivercrest Colts. And Bobby, we're going to have a different look tonight as we're done with football. Seminole Nation is moving into the basketball area now. And right out of the gate, you get a tough opponent in the Rivercrest Colts. And just happy to be in the Palace tonight.
Yeah, you know, there's an advantage to Rivercrest based on the fact that they've been playing basketball for about a month now.
Yep.
Osceola just comes off a state championship run, come up runner-up in the 3A state championship in football. So most of these young men that are really good players for Osceola have been concentrating on football for the last couple of months, and Rivercrest has been playing basketball. So we'll see how polished they are coming out of the gate here tonight.
I agree. Both what you're seeing now on the screen is the introductions first for the Rivercrest Colts, and next will be for your Osceola Seminoles. And folks, most of you know, I don't have to keep telling this over and over again, but you know, the Seminoles just finished a great run in the state championship game, fell short to Harding Academy, and Seminoles finished the football season state runner-up, and so they come off the football field Saturday night, Bobby. They practice Sunday afternoon, Monday afternoon, and let's play conference ball. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
I'm sure Coach Wilson has them ready. I'm sure he'll have them prepared, and we'll see how they do coming off that run, that great run in the football team.
I promise you that. Folks, we're going to have basketball here. I want to thank our sponsor, First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas, the premier sponsor of the Seminole Nation. If you're watching on Facebook, leave us some comments. Like our page. Having problems with the audio or something like that, guys, remember we are at the mercy of the internet, so bear with us.
Rivercrest will come out in the red and black, and Osceola in the white home.
We're going to have number 2, Alex Askew, on the floor. 24, Cullen Brown. Number 5, that's Melo Vasquez. Number 11, Cam Turner. And number 1, that's Shamar Jones. For Osceola's Greg Hooks Jr. Number 3, number 11, Anthony Harris Jr. Number 0, that's Dan Newsom. Number 10, Chris Littleton. And jumping will be number 2, Stephon Coleman.
You know, Michael Stephon just doesn't look as tall on the football field as he does on the basketball court.
I know it. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, the referees are conversing here as we get ready to get started. And we're going to have basketball. Rivercrest will control the opening tip. Cam Turner's going to throw it off on the left side, number 2. That's going to try to throw it inside to Cullen Brown. It's knocked around, and we've got a whistle and an early foul already on Osceola.
That is one distinct advantage that Rivercrest has over Osceola. Cullen Brown's a tall young man. I think he goes about 6'5". He is the tallest player on the floor. He is an inside basketball player and will play hard in the paint.
Going to throw it back outside. Cam Turner's going to shoot the 3 ball from the right side. It is no good. Gets the rebound, Rivercrest. They put it up, and it's no good. And I think it's going to be knocked out of bounds, and Osceola will have the ball.
I think Osceola has an advantage quickness and probably in ball handling. Rivercrest doesn't have the guards that Osceola does.
Yeah, the only difference, Bobby, is we're going to have Osceola just, like I said, 2 practices, and we got to get right in and play conference ball. Stephon Coleman's going to have it on the inside. He's going to put it off the glass, no good. And rebound will be number 1, Shamar Jones. He's down the court, throws it to Cam Turner. Cam Turner over the right wing. Back to Cam, over to Shamar Jones. Jones have it, going to reset it. Going to throw it inside to a wide open Rivercrest Colts. Going to put it up off the glass, no good. Tips no good. And Osceola will have the rebound. And here we go. Dan Newsom across the timeline. Going to set the play up. Going to go to his left. Now he's going to drive. Goes right down the lane, lays it off the glass, and no good. The tip's no good. And Rivercrest is going to have the ball. Cam Turner's on the move. Tries to be knocked away. He gets it back, goes down the middle of the lane. He just blocked. Rivercrest is going to get the ball back. Shamar Jones is going to put it off the glass. No good. Chris Lifton's got the rebound outside to A.J. Harrison's going to go off his foot out of bounds, and we're going to turn the ball over. Bobby, can't nobody put the ball in the hoop right now.
Nobody wants to make a bucket. That was a great block by Greg Hooks Jr. down there in the paint. He goes straight up. He's vertical. Doesn't slap down, make contact with the shooter's hands. Just a good job by Greg.
Got a piece of debris on the floor. They're going to pick up, make sure nobody falls on. And Rivercrest is going to inbound the basketball. Alex Askew is going to bring the ball across the timeline. Top of the key over to Shamar Jones. Jones on the right key. He's going to bring it back up to the top of the key to Askew. Back over to Jones. Jones is going to throw it back up on top of the key to Askew. Askew's going to look to drive. He does. It's going to lay it up left-handed, and there is the first 2 points of the game. Number 5, Alex Askew.
It looks like they want to clear the lane out for Askew to dribble drive, and he does a good job there using the left hand, getting in the paint and getting the ball off the backboard.
Stephon Coleman's going to go down the lane, lays it off the glass, and good. And Seminoles are on the board, 2-2. And here comes Rivercrest right back down the floor. Shamar Jones looked to take the shot and did not. Passes to Cam Turner, top of the key, and he's going to hit the 3-point. 3-point ball is good, and we have a 5-2 lead. Rivercrest leading Osceola.
Nice shot there by Cam Turner. Good follow. It's going to have to be Osceola's going to have to step out on him. They can't leave him there at the top of the key.
Dan Newsom's got the ball at the top of the key for Osceola, trying to set it up. Chris Lilton's going to take a 3-pointer on the left wing. It is no good. Rivercrest has got the rebound, and here they come. Rivercrest has got it at the top of the key. It's number 2, Alex Askew. He's going to throw it in the corner to Vasquez. Vasquez back to Askew. Turner at the top of the key. Trying to get it inside to Cullen Brown. It's going to be knocked away, and here comes a run out. Stephon Coleman is going to tomahawk the ball down and brings the crowd to their feet here in Seminole Arena.
Nice play there by Stephon Coleman. He sees they want to get the ball in the interior.
Oh,
there's an air ball by Cam Turner.
Air ball by number 11, Cam Turner.
That was a fine play, defensively and offensively by Stephon Coleman. He denies the pass to the paint to Cullen Brown. Finishes on the other end.
Shaquille Moore is going to check in. They're going to sit Cam Turner on the bench. Dan Newsom's going to bring the ball across the timeline for Osceola. He's going to drive down the lane. Going to lay it up off the glass and good. Number 0, that is Dan Newsom.
Dan is fearless. He'll go in with the trees and get the ball up and around the rim, and that time he gets it off the glass and gets it to go down.
3-pointer on the way for Rivercrest. It is no good, and then the rebound by Anthony Harris Jr. And we've got a whistle and a foul, I think it is. Yep, number 12, Shaquille Moore. Be his first, team first. Both teams got 1 foul.
AJ's one of those super sophomores.
Yes, sure is. Dan Newsom's going to bring the ball across the timeline for Osceola. He's going to take a three-point shot top of the key. It is no good, and the rebound comes to Vasquez. Shaquille Moore is going to have the ball. He's going to go to the right-hand side, trying to get into Vasquez. Vasquez is going to drive back out to Shaquille Moore for the three ball. It is no good. Number 1, Shamar Jones, will get the rebound. He's going to put it back up and good.
Osceola's going to do a little better job there blocking out, allowing Shamar Jones to get into the paint and rebound over the top of their bigs.
Greg Hooks is going to have the ball top of the key. He's going to throw it on the right elbow to Dan Newsom. Newsom down in the corner to Chris Littleton for 3. It is no good. And Rivercrest has the ball, and here they come down the floor. Askew's going to have it. Throws the ball over the right key. And I think the ball, let's see, they're going to say Dan Newsom steps out of bounds, and Rivercrest will retain possession.
Good defense by the Seminoles. They're getting their hands in the passing lanes. They're denying passing lanes. That's a good start for the Seminoles when you consider they've just been practicing for a couple of days.
Yeah. Almost a steal by Newsom. Rivercrest does get the ball back, goes down the lane, and we got a whistle and a foul on number 10, Chris Littleton. Be his first, team second for Osceola. At the line shooting is number 2. That is Alex Askew.
Chris may be reverting just a little bit back to the football field.
Yeah. And the shot's up and good. One more coming from Rivercrest Colt. Number 2, Alex Askew. And he misses the second shot. Osceola's going to get the rebound. And Dan Newsom's going to bring the ball across the timeline.
Rivercrest has settled back into a 2-3 zone. It's like they want to make Osceola drive.
And Osceola's going to throw the ball away. Dan Newsom throws it away, and now Rivercrest is throwing it away. And we've got a breakaway. Here comes Stephon Coleman. He's going to take a two-hand dunk. Stephon Coleman, and that's the second dunk for Stephon in this early game. Into the corner for Shamar Jones for the three-point ball. He throws an air ball up. Anthony Harris Jr. has got the rebound, and he's going to throw it away. And here comes Shamar Jones one more time. It's going to be knocked away by Chris Littleton. Back to Shamar Jones for Rivercrest. He's going to lay it off the glass good.
Getting a little sloppy there, Michael. Neither team seems to want to hang on to the basketball.
Yep, very sloppy. Greg Hooks is going to go down the lane. He's going to throw one up. And they're going to say first he traveled. Big jump stop there, and you just cannot take that big of a hop.
The jump stop's got to come off the bounce. You can't pick up the dribble then jump stop.
Cam Turner's back in the ball game for Melo Vasquez. Askew's got the ball in the backcourt. Turner's going to throw it on up to Shamar Jones. He's going to take the ball down the lane, throws up a floater. It's no good. And they're going to throw the ball away one more time. And we've got a backcourt on Rivercrest, and Osceola will have the ball.
Rivercrest coaches are questioning that call, but that is the proper call.
Cannot go in the backcourt. What they're saying, what they're wanting is the seemed like the ball didn't go in the backcourt. His foot did. Looked close to me, so I don't really know what the answer was on that one.
I think that is the proper call in that instance.
Dan Newsom, number 0, is going to bring the ball across the half-court stripe. Greg Hooks got it on the left side. Back up to Dan, over to Devin Brown's in the ball game, over to A.J. Harris. They're going to double him down in the corner. Dan comes back and gets it and throws it away.
Nice drive pass there. Nice dish by Dan. Stephon's got to be ready for that pass.
Askew's going to bring the ball across the timeline for Rivercrest. Turner on the left elbow. He's going to dribble back up to the top of the key. Shamar Jones is going to take the three-point shot, and it is good. 13-8, the lead for the Rivercrest Colts. 1:26 left in this quarter. Dan Newsom's got it at the top of the key. Over to Devin Brown. He's going to take the three-point shot, and it's no good. And Osceola, you can tell that they are rusty right now from the outside arc. Askew's going to take the three-point shot. He throws up an air ball. Rebounded by Cam Turner. Another three-point shot from Rivercrest. It is no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul.
And I'm, Michael, I don't understand the, you want to put a game away. You want to go out there and make the big bucket. You want to have, make positive things happen for your team. But, you're sitting on a 5-point lead and you're jacking up threes like you're behind.
Right.
And I think Rivercrest needs to seriously think about getting the ball down into the paint.
Big timeout. I think that's Osceola took that timeout, 30-second timeout. So
Osceola's defense has played pretty well there, except in the last few possessions where they've had some sloppy play and not taking care of the basketball once they cause a turnover. Rivercrest is prone to make unforced errors and unforced turnovers. Osceola has to capitalize on those when they have the opportunities.
You know, for the first game, being in his arena for the boys, what a crowd, Bobby.
It's a great crowd. Of course, this is a beautiful place to play. This is definitely the Palace of Northeast Arkansas, a place that every Osceola fan, every alumni ought to be proud of.
Rivercrest is going to inbound the basketball under their own goal. It's going to be knocked away by Greg Hooks. Hooks is going to have a breakaway. He's just going to lay it off the glass and good. 2 points for Greg Hooks.
Solid defense there by Greg Hooks.
Shamar Jones is going to bring the ball down the floor, throws it inside to number 4. He's going to have his shot blocked. And Osceola's got to run away. And here comes Anthony Harris Jr. He's going to lay it off the glass and good. 4-point turnaround. 4-0 run right now for Osceola.
Good job by A.J. there, using his body to shield the defender away and getting the basketball off the backboard.
Turner has the ball top of the key. Throws it into the corner. And back to Turner. He's going to throw it inside back, and he's going to come back out to Turner. Turner's going to try to look for a pass, but he throws it out of bounds. And Osceola will have the ball and turnover.
You'd like to see Cam take that shot there. You're at about 10 feet, and you're elevated. You're above the defender. You should go ahead and take that shot.
One shot for Osceola. 5 seconds on the clock. Dan Newsom's going to have it at the left key. He's going to throw it to Devin Brown. He throws up the three-pointer, and it goes in and out. No good. And after one period of play, Rivercrest leads Osceola 13-12. And we'll take about a 30-second break, and we'll be right back. And we are back here at the start of the second quarter. Rivercrest leads Osceola 13-12. Bobby, in the first quarter, leading scorers for Rivercrest with 7 points is Shamar Jones, and with 6 points for Osceola, Stephon Coleman. He's got 6.
A couple of those 6 were or 4 of those 6 were on dunks.
Yeah, exactly right. Greg Hooks is going to bring across the timeline. Dan Newsom's going to have the ball. He goes down the lane, throws it to Greg Hooks. Greg Hooks back to Devin Brown. He's going to take a three-point shot. It's no good, and Dan Newsom's going to have the rebound. He throws it up, no good. And finally, Stephon Coleman gets the offensive rebound, lays it up, good.
Good job by Stephon Coleman there, blocking out well, getting his hand on the basketball, getting it in the goal.
Cullen Brown's got the ball, and I think he got a hold.
Cullen's a large young man. He's strong in the paint. That's what you'd like to see Rivercrest do a little bit more, is center that basketball and get it on the block.
Shamar Jones has the ball top of the key. He's going to give it to Askew. Askew's going to be double teamed. And the ball is knocked away by Dan Newsom. And here he goes down the court. He's going to lay it up off the glass. Good. 2 points for Newsom. And it's a 3-point lead for Osceola, 16-13.
Osceola taking advantage of the trap. Good hands by Dan. Good finish.
We got a kick ball. And good catch over there by the Rivercrest coach. Kicking's not part of the game, Bobby. Not in this one.
Not in this one, nope.
Turner's going to have the ball coming across the timeline. He's going to split the defenders. He goes right to the lane, lays it up, and good. Nobody cut the ball off.
Good first step by Cam Turner there. He gets down the lane, and you're right. Nobody cuts the ball off.
Greg Hooks has the ball top of the key. They're trying to set up the play. Devin Brown's got it on the right elbow, and he's going to take the shot, and it is good. And, he's attempted 4 or 5 of those, and finally it goes in.
Well, they say as a shooter, you got to keep shooting. And Devin is a solid 3-point shooter.
Shamar Jones has the top of the key for the Rivercrest Colts. He's going to throw it to Askew on the left elbow. Askew's going to throw it back inside to Shamar Jones, and he's going to lay it up off the glass and good.
Good patience there by Jones. It's good defense there by Osceola. They don't give up the foul, and they had him cut off and had him isolated.
Hooks has it top of the key, or right elbow throws it to Newsom at the top of the key. Back to Hooks. He's going to throw it to Stephon Coleman, back to Hooks. Hooks goes down the lane and just gets knocked to the floor, no call. And Askew takes it down the lane, lays it off the glass good, and we're tied at 19. And on the other end, we got a whistle and a foul.
It's a good block on the last play by Cullen Brown, but you get a foul there from Cam Turner. He's a little too handsy in on the forearms.
Seminoles going to take the ball out under their own basket. They'll throw it into Chris Littleton, and it's going to be a steal by Rivercrest. Here comes Askew. He's trying to get down the lane. And we got a whistle, jump ball, and it's going to be Rivercrest's ball in alternate possession. Multiple substitutions in for Osceola. And we got a whistle here on the floor,
And there's that big body of Cullen Brown shielding off the defender.
Yes, Dan Newsom, that's his second. And Osceola that time doesn't cut off the man under the goal. Cullen Brown lays it up and in. Rivercrest's got a 2-point lead.
Cullen Brown is a force to be reckoned with on the inside. He's going to stay low on the block. Osceola's going to have to match up with him.
Chris Littleton's got it on the right wing. He's going to shoot the 3-point ball. It is no good. And Rivercrest has the rebound. Cam Turner's going to go down the lane. And we've got a whistle on the foul on Chris Littleton, number 10. And that's going to be his second, Bobby. And right now you got Chris Littleton with 2, and Dan Newsom's got 2. So be careful. It's 2 of your better players for the Osceola Seminoles.
That's correct, Michael. And Dan makes this Seminole offense go. He's going to have to be careful and watch his fouls.
Steal by Osceola, and here comes Devin Brown. He's going to be fouled from behind by number 11, Cam Turner. That's his second. Nope, that's his first. Team third. And Dan Newsom's going to have the basketball. Devin Brown throws it over in the corner for 3. That's an air ball. Air ball, Bobby.
Air ball.
Here comes Shamar Jones across the timeline. He's going to throw it to Turner. Turner's going to drive. Now he's going to throw it. Puts up the shot. It's no good. And I think Osceola's going to knock it out of bounds. And Rivercrest.
It's off Kamarian Brooks. He goes up high for the rebound. Just can't hang on to the basketball. Good hands by Devin Brown there on the inbound pass. You got a timeout.
Yep, Rivercrest going to take a timeout with 4:41 left in the second period, leading by 2, 21-19. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Go.
Welcome back. 4:41 left in the second period. 21-14. Rivercrest leads Osceola. Turner's going to inbound the basketball for the Colts. He's going to give it to Jones. Jones is going to drive the lane. Knocked away. He gets it back. Throws it back out to Turner. Turner looks. Now he's going to drive. It's going to be knocked away. And Osceola is going to have the takeaway. And here comes Devin Brown. He throws it on up to Dalen Love. Dalen Love's going to drive the lane. Lays it up. Reverse layup was pretty, Bobby.
Good hard drive by Dalen Love. Good reverse layup.
Rivercrest is right back down the court. Shamar Jones has it on the left side. Now he's going to Bring it back up the top of the key. Throws it to Askew. Askew's looking inside. Back up to Shamar Jones, top of the key. Over to Askew. He's going to drive. And he just short arms it. Osceola's got the rebound on Littleton, and here comes Dan Newsom. Newsom's going to throw it to Greg Hooks. Hooks over to Devin Brown. He's going to jump to three, and it's no good. And Rivercrest has the rebound, and here comes Shamar Jones.
Devin Brown is not shy about shooting that basketball.
No, he's going to keep shooting. Cullen Brown's going to take the long two, and it's good.
As a big man like Cullen Brown, when you can step out and have that kind of range, it adds to your game, makes you much more difficult to defend.
Yeah, it's got pretty good range. You're right. Greg Hooks has the basketball. He's going to throw it to Dan Newsom. Newsom's going to drive the lane. It's knocked away. And we've got a whistle, and we've got a foul.
And that's where Dan needs to be. That's his game, the dribble drive penetration. If Osceola come out and set a little bit of a screen game there at top for him and let him get into the lane, Dan can create with the basketball. And he's really good in the paint, even though he's not the tallest of guys.
Cullen Brown comes out. Cam Turner is going to drive the lane for Rivercrest, misses it, but they do clean it up for the 2 points. It's a 4-point lead for Rivercrest.
Classic mistake by Dalen Love there. As a big man, when you catch that basketball in the paint, you don't want to bring it down to the level of the guards. You keep it high. He did that time and he paid for it.
Osceola drives the lane. It's going to be no good. Devin Brown. And we've got a whistle and a foul for Osceola. That's number 1, Dalen Love. I believe that's going to be a 1-and-1 situation.
That's the 7th foul against Osceola. It should be 1-and-1.
Yep.
Like I was saying, Michael, Dalen Love is a long kid. He's got long arms. And when you catch that basketball in the paint, you want to keep it high. You want to keep it away from those pesky little guards. He brings the ball down to their level, and they get their hands in there and knock it away. And I'm sure Coach Wilson will talk to him about it.
Substitutions for Osceola. Trey Moore's in the ball game for Dan Newsom. 1-and-1 coming from Shamar Jones. First shot's up. Good. He'll earn the bonus.
And this is a move by Rivercrest that I've questioned. And why you pull your players out? I know you have confidence in your shooter on the free throw line, but you're just surrendering that rebound if it comes off the rim.
6-point lead for the Colts. Trey Moore's in the ball game. He's going to throw it back up to Greg Hooks, top of the key. Don Littleton on the left elbow. He's being pressured. Back over to Greg Hooks. Greg's going to drive the lane, and it's going to be blocked. And there's the run out to Cam Turner, and he's going to lay it up off the glass. Good. And Osceola's going to take a timeout. 8-point lead for Rivercrest. 2:12 left here in the second period. That's a 30-second timeout, and we're going to take a timeout with them. We'll be right back. And welcome back, Seminole fans. Right now, 2:12 left in the second quarter. Rivercrest leads Osceola 29-21. Osceola inbounds the basketball. Greg Hook's going to be the man bringing it up the floor. Trap game coming from Rivercrest. He's going to throw it away. Just throws it away. And a block on the other end. And here comes Cam Turner's got the basketball. And now it's like a hot potato. Shamar Jones going to go up for it. Don Littleton's going to foul him with the body.
Hard foul by Don Littleton. That's one thing you want to do in a situation like that. If you're going to foul, make it a clean foul, but make sure that the shooter does not have the opportunity to make the basket. And make him earn the hard way at the free throw line. And there it pays off.
Yep. First free throw was up and no good for Shamar Jones. He's going to get one more. Dan Littleton's quickly back on the floor for Trey Moore. Second free throw is up and good. 9-point lead for Rivercrest with 1:50 left in the second quarter. Dan Newsom brings it across the timeline. He's trying to set it up. Throws it to Don Littleton. Littleton's going to try to get it inside to Stephon Coleman. He's going to put it up. No good. Osceola's got the rebound. That's Greg Hooks. He's going to lays it off the glass and good.
Stephon was a little out of control there. Just threw the basketball up. Greg's in good position. Good rebound. Get the basketball off the backboard and score.
Turner's got it up on the right elbow. It looks to drive. Now he throws it inside. And we've got a foul.
It looks like Jarius Jones took a finger to the eye. Nothing intentional, just good hands, defense, and inadvertent finger to the eye.
That's Dan Newsom. That's his third. That's huge. That's huge. Pick up his third foul, and he's going to see it. Well, right now, he's not going to see it.
Looks like Coach Wilson has confidence in his senior, and he's going to let him stay there. Got starters returning to the floor.
Got one more shot, I believe. You get one.
I think he said, "I made one. I don't want to shoot another one."
Jarvis Johnson. It's the first free throw, and he was going to concede the second one.
Yep. He said, "That's good enough. I'm through."
He's going to put the second one up, and it's good. Nine-point lead for Rivercrest. 1:10 left in this quarter. Newsom's got the ball top of the key. He's going to dribble up to the top. A.J. Harris has it in the corner. He's going to take the three-point shot. Bobby, I just think we live and die right now on the three-pointer.
Yeah, that was an ill-advised shot by A.J. You look at your team, and you're all on the perimeter and nobody under the goal.
Ball's going to go out of bounds on Osceola. Rivercrest will have the ball. 44 seconds left in the second quarter.
And I realize you're down by 9 points, but you're not going to get them all back in one shot. Osceola has a quickness advantage, and they need to utilize it on the dribble drive penetration and get Dan Newsom the basketball and let him start at the top of the key and then find someone to dish to.
Cullen Brown has it on the left side. Going to give it back to Cam Turner. Throws it back to Cullen Brown.
Osceola sitting in a 2-3 matchup zone.
Askew has it top of the key. And Greg Hooks is going to pick up a foul, and that's going to be another 1-and-1 situation.
Greg was not in bad position defensively if he just holds up just a little bit.
Bobby, you can tell that the rust for Osceola is definitely there. They're a little out of sync on a lot of things. Turner misses the first free throw.
And again, I see Rivercrest conceding the rebound. I do not understand the reasoning behind that.
Turner misses both free throws. Hooks is going to get the rebound. Newsom's going to have it come across the key. Need a good shot here for Osceola.
Osceola will play for one shot here with 10 on the clock.
A.J. Harris has got it inside. Now Newsom's got it top of the key. He's going to throw it up off the glass, no good. And they're going to say the follow shot is no good, and that's going to bring us to the half, Bobby. Rivercrest 32, Osceola 23, and definitely you can see that the rust for Osceola and how they're running their offense and things like that is nowhere near what you see for Osceola basketball. It's going to take some time getting these kids out of the football world and get them into the basketball world. It's going to take more than 2 practices to get them ready to play ball.
That's correct, Michael. They're out of sync offensively. You see a lot of individualistic play there. You see bad choices that right there before the half. A.J. Harris is at 8 feet. He should take that shot. You're there. You're alone. You're uncontested. You've got to take that shot. I know you're looking for the 3, but, you have to take what the defense gives you at times. And when you got a 9-point deficit, you've got to dig back into it some way. Just got to find some rhythm offensively.
This time we're going to take a timeout. I want to thank First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas as our premier sponsor and Bowmobile of Arkansas for being two of our premier sponsors for Osceola Seminole basketball. This time we'll take a timeout and we'll take about a minute or two break. We'll be back and we'll go over the stats. Be right back. All right, Seminole fans, we are back here. About a minute 57 left before we get this third period started. A little bit about stats for the Rivercrest Colts. Leading the way right now is number 1, Shamar Jones. He's got 11. Cam Turner's got 7. That's your 2 leading scores for the Rivercrest Colts. For the Osceola Seminoles, Stephon Coleman's got 8. And we got 2 players, Dan Newsom and Greg Hooks, with 4 apiece. Leading at the half is Rivercrest 32-23. And Bobby, talking with Coach Wilson today, he let me know that they're going to play this game tonight, and then we've got to go to Walnut Ridge Thursday, and then we're going to be off till after the first year. They're not going to play. They were supposed to be slated to play over in Highland at the Bad Boy tournament over there, but Coach just feels that they need to take some time and gel as a team, get to practicing, because he hadn't had these kids all year. I mean, some of these teams have been practicing. We haven't. We hadn't been on the basketball court till Sunday. So he wants some time off, so they won't play another game after Thursday. They won't play another game like the first year.
You know, a lot of people look at it, Michael, like, well, you got to play your way into shape in a game and get in-game experience. But you got a lot of seniors on this basketball team that were playing football, and they need to get into basketball shape. Number one, it's a different game. The conditioning for it is a little bit different. And you're right. You want the time in practice to figure out where everybody's going to be and what offense you're going to run, how you're going to set your defense, and let these guys gel together. You have new additions to this basketball team. A.J. Harris and Dontaven Littleton. You know, we talk about those super sophomores all the time, but 2 guys who are definitely athletes and both long guys. A.J.'s a very tall young man. He probably goes 6'4" close. So you want to give those kids an opportunity to get in the gym with Coach Wilson and understand what he's looking for offensively and defensively, and find a way to gel as a basketball team. There's certainly more talent on this Osceola basketball team than to be down 9 at half. I mean, we know that. We both know that. But you gotta play. It is what it is. It's conference basketball, and you got to go. But I think that's a wise decision by Coach Wilson to take that time and practice.
Exactly. Devin Brown's going to inbound the basketball for Osceola as we start the third quarter of play. He's going to inbound it to Dan Newsom. Newsom's got the ball top of the key. Going to throw it over to the left elbow to Stephon Coleman. Back to Stephon. Newsom's got it again at the top of the key. Trying to look for the runner on the baseline, so they're looking, trying to catch the defense sleeping. And Newsom's going to take the 3-point shot. It's off the back rim, no good. Osceola had the rebound, but it was knocked away. And here comes Rivercrest with the basketball. Big 3-pointer here, another air ball. And going to be knocked out of bounds on Osceola, and Rivercrest will have the basketball.
That's got to drive Coach Shanks nuts. You get a good defensive stop on your end, and you come down and throw up an air ball from NBA range. That's just not smart basketball. And I felt like Dan on Osceola's end offensively settled for a long shot that he didn't have to take.
I agree. Ball's in to Cullen Brown. He forces it up. It's no good. Osceola's got the rebound. Stephon Coleman's going to throw it up to Dan Newsom. Newsom's coming across it down the middle of the lane. Going to dish it to Anthony Harris Jr. for 2.
That's what Dan Newsom brings to the table. Dribble drive penetration and find someone to dish to. Good job by A.J. presenting himself and getting the basketball in the hoop.
Top of the key for Askew. He looks to drive. Now he's going to throw it to Shamar Jones. Jones is going to dribble, still looking inside. Now he's going to go to his right. Throws it to Askew. Askew back out to Jones. Jones looks to drive. Now he's going to give it up to Vasquez. Vasquez goes down the lane, takes a jump stop, lays it off the glass, and good.
Solid move there by Vasquez. Get the ball off the backboard into the basket. Rivercrest looked a little bit out of sync on that offensive possession. Kept the ball on the perimeter. Never tried to get it low to Brown. That's a little bit of a mystery to me.
Ball's forced inside by Devin Brown. He's going to throw it back out to Dan Newsom, back into Harris. Harris back to Devin Brown for the 3-pointer, and it is good. They needed that, Bobby.
Devin picks up right where he left off in the first half.
Cullen Brown's got it on the right elbow. He looks to drive. Now he's going to throw it way, almost throws it in the first row.
Nobody was catching that one. Osceola looking to trap out near the timeline, trying to generate some offense with their defense. It's a good, solid plan by Coach Wilson.
Newsom's going to bring the ball across the timeline. He's got it top of the key. Stephon Coleman on the left elbow. Down in the corner to Devin Brown. Back to Stephon. Stephon's going to throw it into Greg Hook. Greg's going to go right down the lane. Tries to lay it up, and it's no good, but we got a whistle and a foul.
You know, Michael, the advent of the jump stop or the ability to use that now, I think has really hurt offensive basketball.
First shot's up by Greg Hooks, and it's good. Cullen Brown gets that foul for Rivercrest.
You all but killed penetration.
And the second one's good.
And your big men want to stop, at 7 feet instead of taking the basketball hard to the hoop.
Got a steal. Stephon Coleman goes down the lane and dunks. Just tomahawks it. That's his third one of the game, and that gets the Seminole fans on their feet.
Stephon has some serious ups.
Shamar Jones goes down the lane, shoots the ball. It's no good. Osceola's got the rebound. Here comes Greg Hooks. He gives the ball to Anthony Harris Jr. He lays it off the glass. Good. We've got a whistle and a foul. Count the basket. Vasquez is going to get the foul, and we've got a three-point play, opportunity for a three-point play, Bobby. And Rivercrest is going to take a timeout. Going to stop its bleeding. 5:16 left in the third quarter. 34-34, and this game is anybody's right now.
That's a solid comeback by Osceola. You start the half down 9. You come out, you start with a trap. Rivercrest is a little bit sloppy with the basketball. They're not getting the basketball in the paint to their big man. And what you saw there from Anthony Harris is exactly what you want to see from a big. You want to see him go to the basket strong. Don't settle for the 4, 5, 6 foot jump shot. Take the basketball to the hoop and draw the foul.
Early success for Osceola. Osceola over the years, Bobby, has been known for the runs. I mean, if you give them an opportunity, they'll run off, and that's what they want to do. They want to up tempo the basketball. They want to attack the basket and try to get you on runs.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Harris Jr. is going to attempt the three-point play here. He gets one from the foul line. Shot is up, no good, and Stephon Coleman knocks it back off the glass, but Shamar Jones is going to get it for Rivercrest, and here he comes. He dribbles to his left. Now he's going to give it to Askew. Askew looks back to Cullen Brown. Cullen Brown back to Askew. Askew's going to go down the lane, and we've got a whistle and a foul. 24, that's Devin Brown.
Devin Brown from behind gets him on the arm. Askew does a good job driving, but again, Rivercrest's offense looks out of sync. You've got players, 2 or 3 players in the same area. It doesn't look like they're in any rhythm.
First free throw's up and good for Alex Askew. Second shot's up and good. 2 big free throws for Askew for Rivercrest. They take the 2-point lead. Greg Hooks Jr. is going to bring the ball across the mid-court stripe. Throws it to Dan Newsom on the right elbow. Newsom to Stephon Coleman. Back to Newsom. Newsom across to Devin Brown, who's going to take the 3-point shot. It's up, no good. And it'll go out of bounds and belong to Rivercrest. And Bobby, he is not shy.
He is not shy about shooting the basketball. I got to tell you, Michael, it's kind of sad that the game is in high school is settled on a perimeter game. You don't see most good, solid post play anymore.
Got a foul on number 24. That's Devin Brown, his second, team's second. Alex Askew is going to shoot 2 for Rivercrest. First shot's up and good. He's going to earn one more. Second one's up and good. 4-point lead for Rivercrest, 38-34, 4:33 left in the third period. Stephon Coleman has it on the right elbow. He looks to drive, throws it back to Dan Newsom, top of the key. Newsom's going to drive down the lane, going to lay it up off the glass. No good. Coleman's got the rebound. He lays it up off the glass and good.
Good solid play there by Stephon Coleman. He follows Dan to the basket. Dan on the dribble drive penetration. That's what you want to see out of the Osceola offense.
Vasquez has the ball. He gives it to Askew, and it goes off of Devin Brown's foot. Rivercrest will retain possession. Coming in the ball game for Rivercrest is Jarvis Johnson for Cullen Brown. Throws it into Turner. Turner's got it on the right elbow. Turner's going to drive. He's still driving. And Devin Brown's going to pick up a foul. That's his third. Team third for Osceola.
Devin's just got to stay vertical there. He kind of stuck his leg out just a little bit there. It's a little bit of a ticky-tack foul, but if he stays vertical there and moves his feet, he doesn't get that call.
Ball's inbound, and Turner's got it top of the key. He goes down the lane. Now he throws it out to Askew. Askew's going to drive down the lane, and it's blocked. Blocked by Greg Hooks out of bounds. Rivercrest will retain possession.
Solid elevation there by Greg Hooks. Goes up and gets the basketball on the way up. Good defensive play.
Turner throws it inside out to Askew for three, and that ball is good. No, that's Shamar Jones.
Shamar Jones.
Back on the other end, Stephon Coleman's going to travel with the basketball. Just got to put that ball on the ground.
Just started a little bit early. Just thinking about another one of those dunks. Osceola's opening the press.
Has the basketball. Yep. Askew's trying to dribble. He's dribbling left and right. He's about to run about 100 feet. Here comes Shamar Jones. Now he's going to take it down the middle of the lane. And we've got a double dribble.
He lost control of the basketball and double dribbled. He needs to give that basketball up in the corner. You got an open shot in the corner. Rivercrest is going to have to diagonal the basketball with Osceola in the press the way they are.
Newsom brings it across the half-court stripe. Gives it to Littleton on the right elbow. Littleton looks in the corner of Stephon Coleman. He's going to put it high up off the glass. No good. Littleton has the rebound, and they take it from him, and here comes Rivercrest. Cam Turner. And he throws up a wild shot, no good. Rebounded by Rivercrest. And now Osceola has the ball. Here comes Greg Hooks. And Greg Hooks just goes right down the lane, lays it up good.
We saw Dontavian Littleton do exactly what I talked about from A.J. Harris. Put the basketball on the floor under the basket instead of going up strong.
Stephon Coleman picks up a silly foul on the far side. Be his second, team fourth, and Seminoles are racking up the fouls early in the third quarter.
That goes back to that conditioning thing, Michael. It is a different game, different style of conditioning for basketball. You just get a little bit tired and you reach out and you get a silly hand foul, but you're going to get yourself in the bonus pretty quick.
Shamar Jones has the ball top of the key. 3-point lead for the Colts. Comes Cam Turner down the lane. And we've got a block before the shot. Going to get Trey Moore, number 5, be his first, team 5th. And Rivercrest will inbound the basketball on the baseline. It comes into Shamar Jones. He pumps fakes, tries to throw it inside. Back to Shamar Jones for the 3 ball. It's up and no good. And Osceola's got the rebound, Dan Newsom. Newsom's going to go right down the lane, give it up to number 1 for Osceola. He's going to be fouled. Foul charge number 2, Alex Askew, be his first, team 3rd. At the line for Osceola is number 1. That's Dalen Love. First free throw's up and good. Chris Littleton's going to come in the ball game for Osceola. Like he came in, he came in for Anthony Harris Jr. Second free throw's up and good. Got a 1-point game, 2:22 left in the third period, 41-40. Full court press for Osceola. Cam Turner's going to dribble the basketball all the way down the floor, dishes it off to number 12. That's Shaquille Moore for 2 points. Newsom's going to take a 3-pointer top of the key. It's no good. And they're going to get Osceola for the foul, Bobby.
And again, they're piling up. Not the shots you want to see Dan take in that instance. You're only down by 3. You don't have to get them all back in one shot. Just need to settle into your offense and look for the dribble drive penetration.
Rivercrest is going to have a 2-point bucket. That is Jarvis Johnson. And he's going to count the shot, and it's going to be one shot. Greg Hooks is going to get the foul. Be his second, team's 7th. One shot coming from Jarvis Johnson. Shots up and good. 6-point lead for Rivercrest. 46-40 with 1:51 left in the third quarter. And right now it's a run game, isn't it? Hooks has the ball top of the key. He's going to go down the lane, throws it up off the glass. No good. We got a whistle and a foul.
And Michael, at this point, it just appears that Osceola's offense is to throw the basketball to the top of the key and drive the basket.
Yep. They're good at that. Been watching that for a long time. Jarvis Johnson's going to get the foul. 2 for Greg Hooks at the line. First one's up and good. Cullen Brown's coming back in the ball game for Jarvis Johnson. Second free throw's up and good. 4-point lead for Rivercrest with 1:36 left. Askew's got the ball. He's going to throw it to Cam Turner. Turner's going to throw it up to Askew. And Stephon Coleman's going to get the foul.
That's going to be the 7th team foul.
That's 8 team foul.
8, yeah. It's
going to be a 1-and-1. Third foul on Stephon Coleman. Free throws up, good. Tell you what, Askew has been money at the free throw line. One more coming from Alec Askew. It's up and good. Back to a 6-point lead for the Colts, 48-42, 1:23 left in the third quarter. Chris Lilton's got the ball top of the key, throws it to Trey Moore, and it's going to be a whistle and a foul on number 24, Cullen Brown.
Right there, Cullen Brown makes the mistake of slapping down on the basketball instead of going vertical, keeping his hands straight up. And he's got a definite size advantage there. That's just a lazy foul.
Trey Moore's going to shoot 2. Person's up, no good. One more coming from Mr. Dependable, Bobby.
That's who he is. I felt really bad for Trey in the championship game getting ejected on what I thought was a questionable targeting.
Askew back on the other end, misses the layup, knocked out of bounds by Rivercrest, and Osceola will have the ball back. Down by 6. Greg Hooks will have the basketball. He comes across the timeline. Trey Moore top of the key. Back over to Hooks. Hooks going to go down the lane, lays it up, no good. And Cullen Brown has the rebound. He's going to give it to Askew. Askew's up to Cam Turner. Turner's going to shoot the 3-point shot. It's up, no good. Stephon Coleman has the rebound. He throws it up to Greg Hooks and throws it almost away. Trey Moore is going to knock it out of bounds, and Rivercrest will have the ball. Just very sloppy.
Terrible shot.
Very sloppy.
Terrible shot by Cam Turner. Terrible shot. You're up by 6 points. You got a chance to get rid of some of this clock in the third quarter. No reason to throw that ball up with half your team on the other end of the floor.
Askew has the top of the key. Double team at the top of the key. Going to come to Turner. Turner's going to get the ball. Throws on the left elbow to Jones. Jones is up for 3. That's no good. Turner has the rebound. Going to throw it back to Shamar Jones into Cullen Brown. It's going to be stolen. And here comes Osceola. Up to Stephon Coleman. He lays it up, no good. And we've got a hold on the floor. Number 1, Shamar Jones. Be his second, team 6.
Rivercrest missed 2 opportunities there to extend their lead. The first was a poor shot by Cam Turner, and the second was a poor pass to Cullen Brown.
Got a whistle right as the buzzer goes off and a foul, so that's going to give Greg Hooks 2 shots. Cullen Brown's going to get that foul. It's his 4th, team 7th. 2 shots coming from Greg Hooks. First shot is up, no good. Second shot's up and good. So as we end the third quarter, Rivercrest has a 5-point lead, 48-43. You take a short timeout, and we will come back with your fourth quarter. And here we go. Start of the third quarter. 5-point lead for Rivercrest. Shamar Jones has it top of the key. He's going to drive the lane, and he's going to lay it up off the glass and good. And Jones is holding his ankle. And we're going to stop it to play. Going to stop it to play. Coach Wilson saying it was we were on the move on the other end, wasn't it, Bobby?
What they're going to do is they're going to call it a dead basketball from the made basket.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, the kid's hurt. We don't want nobody to have no injuries like that. What Wilson was saying was Osceola was in a transition going the other way. You shouldn't stop the flow of the game. You know, if it's everybody standing around dribbling, it's one thing.
Right.
But, you know, we want to make sure the kid's okay. That's our main thing.
I think what the official was saying was I was blowing the whistle before you took off on the made basket. You know, if that was a rebound, there would be no stoppage of play. But since it was off a made basket, I think that's why they went ahead and blew the whistle.
Chris Littleton's going to shoot the 3 ball, and it's good. 3-point basket by Chris Littleton. 7:38 left in this ball game, 50-46. Cam Turner's going to have it top of the key. He's going to dribble to his right. And they're going to get Devin Brown for the foul over here. That's Devin's 4th, team 9th.
You're only in a 4-point basketball game there. It's not the place to foul. I didn't see exactly what the foul call was. Had to be hands.
Yeah, being real aggressive. Cam Turner's going to have the 1-and-1. First shot's up and good. Got one more coming. Second shot's up and good. 6-point lead for Rivercrest. 7:27 left in this ball game. Chris Littleton's going to shoot another 3 from the same spot. And Rivercrest gets the rebound, steps out of bounds.
Milo Vasquez not aware of where he is on the basketball floor and steps out of bounds on a good rebound. Giving his team an opportunity to extend the lead and just makes a mistake.
A.J. Harris is going to shoot a 3. It's blocked. Dan Newsom's going to shoot the 3. It's up. No good. Stephon Coleman has the rebound. He's going to shoot the ball. It's no good. He gets his own rebound, puts it up. It's no good. And then it goes over the back. And we got a whistle and a foul. Going to be 2 shots this time. 10th team foul.
And there, Michael, you're down by 6 points with 7 minutes to go in the basketball game, and you're almost exasperating watching him live by the 3. You don't need to stand outside. Everybody's standing out beyond the perimeter, Makes playing defense easy.
Yep, that's right. Vasquez going to shoot 2 for Rivercrest. His first one is up, and it's good. And Bobby, Rivercrest is shooting the free throw very well.
Win or lose basketball games, it's that stripe, and they do shoot the free throw well.
Nathan Love's back in the ball game. Second shot's up and good for Rivercrest. 8-point lead for the Colts. Osceola's going to have to find a basket here. Throwing into Dalen Love. He's going to go down the lane, tries to lay it up, no good, but we're going to whistle and a foul.
And that's a solid basketball play there. You get the ball down to a big and let him go up, get the foul. Now he's just got to convert on his three free throws, and that's an easy way back into the basketball game.
Jarvis Johnson gets that foul. It's his second. First free throw up from Love is good. Both teams are in the bonus. Second free throw's up, no good. Rivercrest has the rebound, Cam Turner. He's going to go down the lane, throws up a wild shot, and it's good.
Cam converts there, but that's not the shot you want to see there. You'd like to use a little bit of clock.
Dan Newsom goes down the lane, throws it to Chris Littleton. Throws it back to Chris Littleton. He goes down the lane, throws to A.J. Harris. He throws the ball up, no good. Dan Newsom's got the steal. Back to Greg Hooks. He throws one up, and it's good. And we're going to have one shot.
Not a smart play there by Jarvis Johnson. You just got to let that go. No need to foul at that particular point.
Jarvis Johnson gets the foul. His third, team ninth. One shot coming from Greg Hooks. It's good. 6-point game is what we got.
We had a 9-point lead there. Jarvis Johnson's better to put that one in his pocket.
Cam Turner's dribbling the basketball. He goes all the way down the floor and goes off on a Rivercrest player, and they turn the ball over, and Osceola will have the ball back. 6:13 left in this game.
I don't understand the philosophy of pushing the basketball there. You got to break the press, but once you break the press, you get into the front court, pull the basketball out, use clock.
Newsom has it top of the key. Greg Hooks is feeling it now. He goes down the lane, lays it off the glass. No good. Bobby, you gotta get that shot there. Cam Turner's gonna go down the lane now. He lays it right off the glass. Good. Nobody stops the basketball, but it's hard to do it when you got 4 fouls, and we got 2 players with 4 fouls.
In that instance, there was an open lane to the court, to the basket, and you want to see Cam take that layup.
Newsom throws up a wild 3-pointer, and shot selection is it's not very good for Osceola right now.
Not at this point in the basketball game, it's not.
Rivercrest's going to take a timeout. 5:25 left in the ball game. Rivercrest 58, Osceola 50. Take a short timeout. We'll be right back. And welcome back. 5:25 left in this ball game. Rivercrest leads 58-50.
And you're right, Michael. You got 5:25 to go in the ball game. There's still a lot of basketball game to go. You don't want to see Osceola come down and just start throwing up 3-pointers. Need to settle into their offense, play basketball, play solid defense, mindful of the fouls. Everything's 2 shots from this point forward.
Shamar Jones is back in for Rivercrest. Rivercrest going to run a little clock, which I don't blame him. Turner's got the basketball top of the key. He's going to drive. Throws up a wild shot. It's no good. They got the rebound. Osceola has the rebound now. We got a block on Dan Newsom. That's going to be it. No, that's 4. I'm sorry. That's 4 on Dan Newsom.
And again, I don't understand the thinking there of pushing the basketball to the rim.
Turner's first free throws up and good. Second free throw's up and good. 10-point lead for Rivercrest. 4:56 left in this ball game.
Coach Wilson subbing in some younger players. They got fouls to give.
You got that right. Newsom's got it top of the key. Greg Hooks on the left elbow, back to Newsom, and that's a collision right at midcourt. And I think the basket's good, and we're going to have a foul on Greg Hooks. Undercut him what he did.
Oh, no.
We've got one man hurt down here on this end. Here comes
Cam needs to go take a seat.
Yeah, I think it had a collision there,
yeah.
Top of the key. .437 left in this game. 12-point lead for Rivercrest. Askew's going to be at the line shooting 1.
At 4:37 to go in the ball game, you're down by 12. Osceola's got to make good decisions right here. Everything's a 2-shot foul. You like to see them just compete to the end here, and you don't have to just start throwing the basketball up.
One shot coming from Askew. No good. Coleman has the rebound. Here comes Dan Newsom across the timeline. Throws it to Don Littleton. Littleton's going to throw it back to Dan Newsom, top of the key. Trey Morris got it on the left elbow, back to Newsom, top of the key. Trey Moore has it on the left side to Chris Littleton for the 3-ball. It is good.
That's a good basketball movement that time. Got the ball around, set a few screens, find the open man and get the open look. That's solid basketball.
There's a takeaway by Osceola. Dan Newsom's going to go down the lane, lays it up, and no good, but we're going to whistle in a foul. Askew's going to pick up the foul on the block. It'll be 2 shots for Osceola.
Good defense there by Dan. Serious ups, get up in the passing lane and get the basketball down, then make a strong drive to the basket, pick up the foul.
2 shots coming from Dan Newsom. First one's up and good.
This is the way you dig back into a lead here, Michael. You play solid defense, make good decisions offensively, and get to the line, make your free throws.
Second one's up and good. Rivercrest going to inbound the basketball. Askew's got it in the back court. Going to go to Jarvis Johnson, back to Askew. Comes across the timeline. Askew's going to now go down the lane, and we got a whistle and a travel. Rivercrest travels with the basketball, and we got a technical foul.
Son, you can't slam that basketball down like that. And again, Michael, you break the press, you get across the half-court line. Why you're driving the baskets is a mystery to me at this point for Rivercrest. Bring the ball back out, set your offense, use clock. And then an equally poor decision to slam the basketball down.
Askew gets a technical foul. Newsom's going to get 2 free throws, misses the first one. Second one's up, and it is no good also. 2 big free throws missed by Dan Newsom.
But you do get the basketball back here, so that's a positive. You do get the turnover.
Newsom has the ball top of the key. They're looking to trap Dan. He throws it to Don Littleton on the left elbow. Back to Dan. Devin Brown's in the right corner. He throws up the 3 ball, and it's no good. I'd like to see the stat, Bobby, on how many we've missed on the 3-point line tonight.
Percentage is not real good tonight.
Tamar Jones is going to let off the glass good for Rivercrest, and that was after they missed the travel.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, that's the way it goes. Throws the ball away, and here comes a breakaway for Vasquez. He's going to lay it up good. Now Chris Littleton's going to shoot the 3 ball. It's no good. He gets his own rebound, throws it out to Dan Newsom. Newsom goes down the lane, and we got a whistle and a foul. Cullen Brown's going to get that foul. He's going to foul out. Could be it.
That was a poor decision by Cullen Brown right there. Just maintain position, play solid basketball, stay vertical. They could really use him in the basketball game right now. 2:52 to go.
11-point lead for Rivercrest. Dan Newsom is at the line for 2.
This is where Dan's got to convert. He's got to step up big and convert. Can get within 9 right here.
First one is up and no good. Dan has missed his last 3.
Settle down here and just make a good stroke.
Second one's up and good. 10-point lead for Rivercrest. Get it into Askew, and we've got a whistle and a foul.
In that position right there, Michael, you got the trap. You got him trapped deep in his own end. You just want to stay. You just want to keep your hands vertical. No slapping. Don't swipe at the basketball. Just make it difficult for him to make a pass.
Askew's going to be at the line to shoot 2. Double bonus all night long. First one's up and good. Second one's good. Stephon Coleman's going back to the ball game. And Dan Newsom's going to be the man bringing the ball off the floor. He's going to go right down the lane, lays the ball off the glass widely, no good. Stephon Coleman has the rebound. Trey Moore's got it on the right elbow. Greg Hook standing at the top of the key. He's going to dribble to his right. Now he's going to go down the lane, throws one up short, no good. And it is tipped. It's going to go out of bounds. Osceola will have the ball.
Again there, Michael, you make a solid, strong rebound there on the block, and why that basketball doesn't go back up, I don't understand.
Stephon Coleman has it down low. We got a whistle and a foul. Shaquille Moore pick up the foul for Rivercrest. Be his second. 2 shots coming from Stephon Coleman.
Both teams in a double bonus from here on out.
First one's up, no good. Short arm that one. Might be a little fatigued. It's going to take Osceola some time. They're going to have to get back in the groove. Osceola has the rebound off the miss. Greg Hook throws it up and good. Tamar Jones had it down the court for Rivercrest. He loses it. Greg Hook has the ball back. And he's going to lose it out of bounds, and Rivercrest will have the ball. Just kind of wild, Bobby, real wild with the basketball, but you can tell, you know, that's just not Not being playing the game. They've been used to throwing that pigskin, not the basketball.
I agree.
Askew's got the ball now. He's going to lose it, and he's going to pick it up. And it's going to be a back court.
What you're seeing there is you're seeing Rivercrest want to pull the basketball back out, set the offense, and use clock. And I think that's what they should have done a little earlier in the basketball game.
Osceola has called timeout, and we'll do that same thing. We'll take a timeout with them, let our sponsors get one more word in. We'll be back in a few minutes. And we are back. 1:57 left in this ball game. 10-point lead for the Rivercrest Colts. Greg Hooks is going to inbound the basketball on the baseline. We've got a whistle.
Line warning.
Yep. Going to inbound the basketball one more time. Chris Littleton's got it on the left elbow. He's going to take a wild three-point shot. And Greg Hooks has the rebound. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Rivercrest. And Osceola will have the ball back.
That was a contested three-point shot that Chris took there. Need to try to find an open look.
Newsom's going to go down the lane, laid up off the glass. No good. We got a whistle and a foul.
You know, Michael, these plays at the free throw line, they do two things for you. They add fouls to the Rivercrest Colt bench, to their starters, and they also allow you to score without using clock.
Newsom's going to shoot 2 free throws. First one's up and good. One more coming from the senior. Senior captain for the Osceola Seminoles, Dan Newsom. Second shot is up. Good also. 8-point lead for the Rivercrest Colts with 1:45 left. Askew's going to have the ball in the backcourt. He's going to throw it across. Now Askew has the ball back. Still driving. And we got a whistle and a foul. Clay Burks is in the ball game. He's going to shoot 2 free throws. Devin Brown's going to foul out of the ball game.
It's good to see Clay Burks out there on the basketball court. He suffered a pretty substantial injury back in football season. It's good to see Clay out there playing basketball.
Exactly right. First shot up from Burks is going to be good. Got one more coming. Second one's up and good. Back to a 10-point lead for the Rivercrest Colts. 1:32 left in this ball game. This one's going to bring the ball across the timeline. He's going to take a long three-point shot that's no good. Rivercrest will have the rebound. Bobby, they about took us out.
Yeah, they were headed this way, but I had confidence in Greg. He's got great hands.
Osceola's going to have the ball back. Greg Hook's going to inbound the basketball. They were coming our way.
They were.
Dan Newsom's going to have it back to Greg Hooks. Hooks is going to go down the lane, loses it. Dan Newsom picks it up. Going to be a whistle and a foul on number 1 for Rivercrest. That is
Shamar Jones.
Shamar Jones. Be 2 shots coming from Dan Newsom.
You know, it's a 10-point basketball game right now, Michael. The ball game's been a lot closer than this at points. But you can just tell that there's a lot of rush for the Osceola Seminoles, and they've got a lot of work to do to gel as a basketball team. It's certainly not a horrible loss by any stretch of the imagination. If it continues that way, there's still a minute in the ball game. A lot of things can happen in a minute in basketball.
Let me tell you a quick little tidbit. This time last year, Osceola did the same thing. Went to the state finals. On that Tuesday night, we had to play Rivercrest. We got beat. Started 0-1. This team finished in the Final Four. So I would look for Osceola to be a deep running team this year. As soon as they just get it together, that's the main thing. They're going to get it together, get everything worked out. They got to figure out what combinations work, about what players go in at what time, who your utility players are. It's just a chess game, but it's one that I promise you, Coach Wilson will get worked out. 54.9 seconds left, 8-point lead for the Rivercrest Colts. And Bobby, what a crowd here at the Palace of Northeast Arkansas, Seminole Arena tonight. Folks, just real quick, we're going to be doing some more basketball games. As soon as we get the final schedule made out, we'll post it on our Seminole Nation Facebook page and YouTube page to let our Seminole Nation Facebook page to let everybody know which games we're going to be at. We can't do every one of them, but we're going to do as many as we can. We're also going to do some girls games. We're going to pick some girls games for Osceola High. They're doing very well this year also. So as soon as we get that schedule finalized, we'll get with most of you, everybody, let everybody know on our Facebook page. That way you'll know what nights we're going to be live. Hey, also, anybody is interested in sponsoring, you got a business and you want to sponsor the Seminole Nation for the basketball season, you can contact us on our Seminole Nation Facebook page or send us a message. We'll get in touch with you and give you the different sponsorship levels, and we'd be glad to run your ad on our page, just like you've seen First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas and Bowmanville of Arkansas. So we'd love for you to join the Seminole Nation and advertising for your business. Turnover, Osceola's going to have the ball back. Greg Hooks is going to take the ball out for Osceola. Jarvis Johnson's going to come back in for Rivercrest. Dan Newsom's going to have the ball. He brings it across the timeline. Got 50 seconds left in this ball game. Newsom's going to go down the lane. He'll give it to Greg Hooks. Lays it up and good. And that right there, Bobby, is exactly what Osceola does. That is their bread and butter. They want to drive the lane, dish, or lay it off the glass. That's what they want to do. The standing out here shooting these three balls, that's something that just kind of supposed to come on when Osceola dishes the ball back out after they drive the lane. But Osceola wants to penetrate. That's their name. That's the name of the game. And that's what Dan's good at. Dan's your point guard, and he's good at that dribble drive and looking for the dish or looking to kick the ball back out or looking for the open layup. They just got away from that tonight. They started shooting the basketball from the perimeter very early on, and you know everybody likes to shoot the three. Everybody wants to look good and hold their hand up and say, you know, look, I knocked the three down, but right. That's not the way basketball games are won. The three ball comes in time. Yep. It comes in certain situations. It's not one that you look to shoot at all times. It just kind of comes when it gets there. I mean, just the feel of the game. Mm-hmm. But Osceola, anybody that knows anything about Osceola Seminoles know that they want to drive. They want to put that ball off the back of the glass. Rivercrest is going to inbound the basketball. Got a full court press. Shamar Jones got it in the backcourt. He's going to drive to his right, looking for somebody to come get the basketball, and it's taken away by Dan Newsom. Now Newsom's going to go down the lane. Going to lay it up off the glass. No good. All right. And he missed that, Bobby. It didn't touch anything. It can go over the glass and come down as long as it doesn't touch anything. Yep. It's got to touch either the white part or something up there for that ball to be dead. It's kind of got away with one there. Askew's going to have it in the backcourt. They got him trapped. Going to throw it over to Shamar Jones. He's got the basketball now, trying to drive to his left. He's going to get it over to Vasquez. Vasquez is going to throw it down over here to Shamar Jones. Jones is going to be fouled by Travion Moore. And Shamar Jones is going to shoot two with 15.3 seconds left with a 6-point lead. Needed a foul just a little bit quicker there, and you could hear Coach Wilson yelling for the foul. Let's see what Shamar can do here. It is up good. I'll tell you what, for a team that hadn't played any basketball at all together and had 2 practices, this is not too terrible of a game.
It is not. You're correct.
Second free throw up is no good. Hooks has the rebound. He gives it to Dan Newsom. He's across the timeline. He's going to shoot the long 3-point shot, and it's good with 8.9 seconds left. It's going to make it a 4-point game. Time's just going to be not on Osceola's side here.
Just too little time to go, and Rivercrest can basically inbound the basketball and wait on the foul. Of course, they've got to make their free throws, but they can ice this basketball game with 1 trip to the line.
Seminoles going to have to foul right away. There's no way around it. Cannot have them anything. If they're going to go for the steal, they need to go for the steal. But they're going to have to, if they don't get the steal, they have got to foul. Got to.
And what they've got to look for here is they're going to be pressing in the backcourt. They got to look for the long pass down the court. Can't let anybody get behind you.
I agree 1,000%. Rivercrest will inbound the basketball on the baseline. Shaquille Moore is going to do the inbounding.
And there was the run out, but they chose not to go there.
There's the foul. And you got tickled there. Alex
Jonathan Hopper comes on the floor, fouls, and immediately sits down. He didn't even look at Coach Wilson. He did his job and sat down.
That's why he was in the ball game. Askew's first free throw's up and no good. And he gets 2, so we got 1 more, I believe. Rivercrest coach is saying no foul, no foul.
Well, if they drive the basket, you let them drive the basket.
He told his guy on the free throw line, don't move. Got to shoot the free throw.
He's got to move to shoot the free throw. I think he meant just hold your position.
He did. I did. I'm just being funny. 5-point lead. Newsom picks the ball up. He's going to take the 3-point ball. It's in and out, no good. Greg Hooks has the rebound, lays it up, no good. And that's going to do it with your score. Rivercrest 72, Osceola 67, 5-point lead. And like I said, Bobby, for a team that ain't played any ball together at all, coming out of football, out of the state championship game, to 2 days later playing a big conference game against your rival. Hey, I like it. I like the chances.
Yeah, I think they showed some flashes tonight. They definitely have the speed. They have kids that can play around the basket, and I think they just got to focus a little bit more on post play and stay away so much from the perimeter shooting. Unless it's dictated or you have a team that's falling back in the zone that's really pressuring the post. But Greg Hooks and Stephon Coleman are definitely players that can absolutely get it done in the paint.
Bob, what we're going to do right now, head basketball coach Vernon Wilson is going to come over. I'm going to give him. You give me your headset.
Yep.
We're going to stand out in front here. Joining us at the table for post-game is Coach Vernon Wilson. Coach, you've had these kids together for 2 days. You come out of the football state championship game. You practice on Sunday. You practice on Monday. Then you have these kids come out here, and you have to play your biggest rival. I mean, but looking at the score, your 5-point loss here tonight, 72-67. You got to be able to see some promise in this team once you get it all gelling together.
Well, I was scared of this game because of coming out of football, and what happened last time. Kind of ran out of gas, and I thought we ran out of gas tonight early. We was trying to keep some fresh guys rotating in. Dan, Greg, they were exhausted. And I looked at them 3 minutes ago. But they didn't want to come out.
Right.
Those are the type of kids we have. But, hey, it's a conference ball game. We hate to drop it. but it happens.
It happens,
and we can bounce back from it.
Like we were talking on the live feed, if I remember right, last year we dropped the state championship game. 2 days later, we played Rivercrest in the conference game, got beat, but we made it to the Final Four. So you know, just like I do, once you start to gel, once you get it all together, and them guys get out of the football mode into the basketball mode, you'll see a different Osceola Seminole basketball team. Coach, talked to you earlier. You said we're going to play, is it Thursday night we're playing at Walnut Ridge?
Yes, sir. We're going to Walnut Ridge Thursday.
And then you're going to have a big stretch where we're going to be off until after the first of the year.
That's what we need.
That will give you an opportunity. Talk a little bit about that preparation and what that's going to do for you after you play that Walnut Ridge.
That's really what we need. These guys need to rest up. We can't really even do much tomorrow just to try to make sure they got some legs for Thursday at Walnut. Same thing last year. We struggled against Walnut, if you remember, at home because we had a tough game down in Rivercrest just like this. But we're not going to do much but watch the film tomorrow, get hydrated. And this 2 weeks we have coming up, we were scheduled to go to Highland, but it got canceled, and I'm glad it did. These guys need to rest up from football, get their game legs back up on them, and we'll be fine.
That's right. Yes, sir. Coach, talked to the Seminole Nation earlier. We're going to do a thing every week with you, coming to you, and let's talk about Seminole. We're going to talk about Seminole basketball. That's coming up. We'll make sure we'll let the Seminole Nation know exactly when them are going to be.
Yes,
we appreciate you so much for taking your time out to be with the Seminole Nation here after the basketball games. We're going to do as many as we can on the Seminole Nation. So let a lot of people just, you had a packed house here tonight. It was a beautiful crowd here for the first game here in Seminole Arena this year. But you got a lot of people that live out of town. They were, they're Seminole fans, and they want to see it, and we're able to do that. I appreciate you coming over and being a part of this.
Yes, sir.
And good luck to you Thursday night over Walnut Ridge.
Thank you all for all y'all do. We appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Folks, looking at the stats here. Seminoles lose a game here tonight by 5. Big night for Shamar Jones, Bobby. He ends up with let's see, that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, look like 19 points. He has a huge night. One of the things that stood out to me for Rivercrest, Alex Askew, and let me tell you why. He makes huge free throws. Looking at our stat sheet here, look at these free throws down the stretch. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 in a row. Misses 1 and hits 2 in a row. I mean, them are huge free throws. That's 6 in a row right there. Say he misses all 6 of them, Seminoles win by 1.
That's a difference in your basketball game.
It is. It's very big. For Osceola, Dan Newsom ended up, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, about 14, 15 points. Stephon Coleman had a good night. But just like Coach Wilson, just talking to Coach Wilson, Bobby, you could tell they were tired. Dan and Stephon and Greg and all of them, you could tell they were tired after this game. They've got to get, like he said, hydrated, get their legs underneath them. We've got to go to Walnut Ridge, play Thursday, but then they're going to get 2 weeks off to start gelling as a team. And
that's right. It's a different type of conditioning from football to basketball. And not to mention that these kids are beat up. They're beat up from football season. They haven't had a chance for their body to recover. They had a tough game on Saturday, and you're back 3 days later here playing a basketball game. So, it is a situation where they've got to get their basketball legs under them. They got to get some time in the gym. Timing's going to be off. Jump shot's going to be off. Those things don't just come, easily, and they're not. It's a perishable. It's a perishable talent. If you don't use it and you're not practicing it, you'll have to get back at it and get in the gym to get it back. So I think they're going to have some. There's going to be some bright spots for Osceola this year, but they're going to have to take some time in the gym and work it out.
No doubt. Seminoles fall tonight 72-67 to the Rivercrest Colts. Hey, hats off to Rivercrest. They got a good basketball team.
They do.
Well coached. Got a lot of good players. We wish them luck. We'll get another home game or another conference game with them on down in January down at Rivercrest. Look forward to that game, to have the evening match. Folks, don't forget this Thursday night, Osceola is at Walnut Ridge. Don't know about that game yet. We'll just have to see. We're putting our schedule together right now. This one was kind of, we come out of the state championship game Saturday night, right back into basketball. We were going to try to skip some to try to get our stuff ready to go. Nevertheless, hey, we were able to show you this one here tonight. Very happy. Seminoles fall 72-67. One more time, if you would like to sponsor the Seminole Nation, get your business out there and sponsor the basketball season, you can leave us a message on our Seminole Nation Facebook page or contact myself or Bobby or even Jay Gonzalez, and we'll get you signed up. get your business information on our webpage here, and we'll get you be a sponsor of Seminole basketball. We already got 2 big sponsors with First National Bank of Eastern Arkansas and Bougainville of Arkansas. We appreciate them so much, and we look forward to a big basketball season for the Osceola Seminoles. So, Bobby, any last words here before we get out of here?
Nothing but, we're going to have a long road here, and I'm sure we'll be seeing these guys in the state playoffs and in state tournament, and we'll see how it goes from there.
All right, for my partner Bobby Effel, for Jay Gonzalez, for Shane Cagle. Shane Cagle come on tonight with us and did the camera. We appreciate him so much.
Got him off waivers.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, picked him up on the waivers. And for Gage Eflin for doing the stats here tonight. It's a little bit different ball game when you're doing basketball. You got to keep up stats as you go, because
if we survive sitting on the side of this basketball court, it'll be a miracle.
You're exactly right, folks. If we don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you, and from the Seminole Nation. We don't know yet about Thursday. We'll just have to see how that works. But hey, one more thing I forgot. This Sunday night at 6 o'clock, we'll do the last show of the Robert Hook Show. We'll bring it'll be a live show on Facebook Live. Everything will be live, so you'll be able to ask your questions, and he'll answer them. And we're going to break down the game at War Memorial Stadium that didn't go our way, and we'll talk about next year. So 6 o'clock this Sunday. Live on the Seminole Nation Facebook page. Tune in.
Join us and ask questions.
That's right, for the Robert Hook Show. So, Seminoles fall 72-67 here to the Rivercrest Colts. We're going to say good night from the Palace of Northeast Arkansas Seminole Arena.